Today we are talking about the Severin sale. And honestly, it's a pretty good one. See, that mask would have came in good when they did their some other titles. I need a hat. Here we go. So for the Severin sale, one of the big things is they did, as you saw from the opening, 10 brand new announcements. So 10 titles were announced. And we are going to talk about those first. Doing this for every film, but I want to point out key films that I think are important during this sale, key reveals. And obviously, Opera was put first for that reason. It was a key release. Opera was done in 1987. It was one of Argento's most pricey films that he made. See, Opera really comes from the place of opera. Argento had been lined up to actually do and direct an opera. That didn't work out, but that didn't mean that that whole taste of the operatic aspect of it wasn't something that Argento was going to not dive into. Oh, he was going to dive into it well. He wanted different people for the role initially. I think it was cast well. See, opera, often called Tear at the Opera, because there's different cuts of the film. This is the original Arrow video edition that came out like a long time ago. It had a poster with it, which is at the farm right now, and had a booklet. It has some neat little things on it, including a couple different releases of opera and a trailer thing. But as you can see, the opera release is coming out now. It's going to be $60 American, and it is a 5-disc set. 4 discs and a CD and a load of features and extras. And for the first time ever, they're actually getting the lead actress of the film, Christina, to be a part of the release. And for some reason, that just didn't happen before. Now, some people are going to talk about the price of this release, and they're going to, how can it cost this much? Well, if you've bought any 4K discs from boutique labels, then yeah, this is par for the course for release of this magnitude. Obviously, you can tell from what I showed on the screen there, a lot of work and a lot of stuff has gone into the making of this here. And to have the film loaded up with those features and the CD soundtrack, that's pretty insanely great. So if you're a fan of opera, is this one to pick up? This is one of the titles that I definitely put on my Cult Cinema recommended and approved, even at the price of $60. Now, if you're not as big a fan, you can obviously you can wait next year for the when they do the half price sale in Black Friday, because it won't be in the halfway sale. But if you're a fan of opera like me, for instance, I live in Morocco, so I won't be able to get this through the sale, but we do go to Paris, and there's a place there that actually carries Severin titles. They carried Four Flies. They carried all the other titles, and I do expect them to be carrying opera. Is it one that I'm going to be buying when I go there? Yes, I probably won't be waiting for a Severin sale to buy this one. This is one that is on my list. Won't be able to get it during this, the actual day of the sale, but I will be actually flying to a different country to grab this release. So I'm looking forward to this one. This one is definitely, at the price it's at, I think it is worth it. The value is there, and it is a strong recommendation. So, for my second actual recommendation for this sale here, it's got to go with the Mad Bomber. See, the Mad Bomber is an interesting title with a great cast, and it's a fun suspense one. And as a guy that likes TV films as well, and one of the big things back in the VHS days was getting the TV cuts of different Halloween films. The fact that they include the Mad Bomber TV cut on here is a massive plus to me, as well as that Kayla Janice audio commentary. Bird-Eye Gordon's daughter is interviewed on this as well. So I'm actually really looking forward to this one. This is one that I will definitely be picking up down the road as well. Won't be probably on a sale, but when I find it in a store, this is one that's definitely going to come home with me. So Mad Bomber's my second recommendation. Wow, who could have saw that one coming? Love me some Joe D'Amato, George Eastman written post-apocalyptic schlock. So definitely 100% with a UHD version of Texas Gladiator. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a recommendation, and it's done way in the far-flung future of 2020. So obviously, Dario Argento's Deep Cuts is a 100% recommendation for me. It's got some great documentaries from Argento on there. It's got the During the Darkness series, which are 4 great episodes, and a whole bunch of hosts of other things that, as an Argento fan, I definitely think is one of those things that you cannot be without. It's a massive release, and for me, it really kind of like heightens the this sale here. Out of the 10 that are there are 4 super solids for me as ones that I would pick up in store or at the sale if I was in North America. And there are 6 interesting titles to look at otherwise. So, as with every Severin sale, there are bundles. So let's break those bundles down. So I'll show them to you here on the screen. Then we'll talk about them. So there's 3 bundles that they're doing this year, and they start off with the Big Summer Fun bundle, which is basically all the 10 titles that we just looked at there. That is going to be $289. That'll come with the exclusive slipcovers. No really kind of merch with that, but it'll be the all 10 titles themselves. So if you just want to get the titles, you save some money there. The Panay Apocalypse bundle is the 2020 Gladiator bundle with the t-shirt. And this is the one I really like, is the Argento bundle, because we get opera with this one. We get the opera t-shirt, which I'll show you in a second. Get the opera postcard that is signed by the actress, and the opera pinhole glasses, which I'll also put on the screen in a second. That one's for $150. That's for the die-hard Argento fans, I think. But it's some really good stuff. So without further ado, why don't we take a look at that extra stuff that's included. So whether you're getting the actual bundles or you're getting like single titles releases, there's some really fun stuff there. I like the idea of what's there with the opera t-shirt, which I would love to get, and the opera glasses. Anybody who wants to do me a solid and get me the opera t-shirt and glasses and send them my way, muchly appreciated. With that being said, it is looking to be a great sale. So what exactly is included in this sale? What's newly on sale? Let's look. So I got some really interesting stuff here. There's Journey to the Center of the Earth, The Inconfessable Orgies of Emmanuel, Sexual Serve O, Private Crimes, Bad Biology, the 2-disc 4K with the hardcover book. The Psychic is here, the 4-disc edition with slipcase. We have the 3-disc 4K of Nightmare here, Story of a Cloistered Nun, Identikit, Dracula's Son, Footprints, Clear Cut, Count Dracula, the 4-disc 4K UHD with the slipcover, The Vampire one, and Dr. Butcher MD, aka Zombie Holocaust, got the 4-disc 4K UHD with the slipcover here as well. Some of these, look in your sets, because some of these are in other sets, like The House of Psychotic Women, Clear Cut, for instance, is in the All Hansby Hours set. There's the Christopher Lee films like Dracula's Son, which is in the second Christopher Lee volume. So just know which ones you're getting. If you're wondering why I didn't show box sets there and just mention some titles that were also in box sets, it's because on Saturday, July the 13th, from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they will be having a 50% off their box set sale. Now, not every box set is going to be on sale, but there is going to be a lot of really key ones there. I'll put the graphic up in a second, but I'll actually just go through them now and mention to you. There's the Hansby Hours set, and if you're kind of wondering about that set, it's this one right here. It's a magnificent set if you love folk horror and you like movies like The Working Man and The Midsommar, and you want to get kind of to the roots of all that and see like folk horror across the world. This is an amazing documentary. Runs for 3 hours long, close to 3 hours anyway. And the films in here, I'm still getting through the set. It's one that I want to review, but it's an exhaustive watch and it is amazing. Also, the complete Lindsay Baker Giallo collection is one that's there, and that's one, if you're a Giallo fan, I definitely recommend that you check out. It is this one right here. I also have the t-shirt for this one. There's the films on here. It is Orgasmo, So Sweet, So Perverse, A Quiet Place to Kill, Knife of Ice. It has this 2 CD soundtrack CDs, which are fantastic. It has a wonderful song that is in Orgasmo and kind of comes up again in another film, so listen for it. Next up is a Cushing Curiosities. That's one I don't have in my collection yet, but it's a Peter Cushing box set, and it's a damn good fun one if you like the Cushing stuff, including having the Peter Cushing Sherlock Holmes series that he did, but the surviving episodes of it. Danza Macabre, Volume 1 and 2 are there as well, and those are strong recommendations if you're into Spanish horror as well. Dungeon of Andy Milligan. If you're an Andy Milligan fan, you're definitely going to want to have this. Or if you just want to like study like micro-budgeted like directors like Milligan, this is a great set for stuff like that. Eurocrypt, the Christopher Lee Volumes 1 and 2 are there. I can show you the first volume because I did pick this one up for my better half, and me too, I like this. So this is a really fun one. You can see these open up like this. They're hard box sets. There's a book on the inside, but there's some cool ones on here. My favorite on this one, I don't know. I like Castle Living Dead a lot, and Torture Chamber Dr. Sadism was good at getting an upgrade for that one. Theater Macabre is a lot of fun as well. So we have that one there too. Next up is the House of Psychotic Women with the Kayla Janice one. It's of course a companion like box set to the fantastic book that she put out, which I definitely recommend. I do have to pick that one up yet myself. The Incredibly Strange films of Ray Dennis Steckler. Again, it's one I really want to pick up, and I've had it in my hands a few times, but I haven't grabbed it yet. One that my dad has that I don't have yet is the Nasty Habits and Nunsploitation collection. It's a really, really good one. When you're looking at stuff like box sets, like mega really great box sets that they put out, then you can't go wrong, especially if you're a fan, with this one right here. And this is massive. It's a heavy set too. It is the Central Role of Black Emanuel. It's really neat. There's a ton of movies in here. 21 Black Emanuel films in here, and there's 2 adjacent films as well. 2 CD soundtracks, a 356-page book that pretty much deals with everything. There's like in here. There's this little kind of camera. She's a photographer, and there's like different pictures which you can scroll. And if you get the set, you can scroll it yourself because some of them are not safe for work. We'll put it to you that way. Also, the Violent Streets, the Lindsay Thomas Millian collection is a Plizia Teschi collection. It's a really good one. And if you're into it, there is the Wings of Desire, the Birdemic trilogy. And I'll just pop that up on the screen. One really interesting piece, which you'll see up here on the screen alongside me, is the Make Your Own Slasher. It is the English debut of a book from Pulse Video, and it's kind of like an interactive, one of those kind of choose your own adventure type books that has a lot of kind of the slasher-esque characters and stuff in there. It's really kind of neat. It's over 300 pages. It's running for $18, and if you're seeing it on the screen right now, which I hope you are, then it's the type of thing that I would 100% buy and be extremely intrigued by. Here, let me just read out the description of it for you because I think it's really interesting to check out. So basically, step into the silver screen and become the main character of a horror film. It is a bloody interactive adventure. adapting the form of a cult game book of the 80s, one of those Steve Jackson type things. Make Your Own Slasher will send you to evade, survive a faceless killer's murderous rampage. To make it through this night of terror, you must rely on your life points, your combat skills, your abstinence score, and your recklessness, and employ an assortment of concealed weapons, a knife, a machete, an axe, even a chainsaw. But don't get your hopes up. Whatever you choose to do, wherever you choose to go, horror will await. Do you have what it takes to be the final girl? Make Your Own Slasher includes an extra side quest. Collect every daily item, unlock a new game mode which allows you to play the killer. 300 pages with 2 covers to choose from at $18. This is a deal. We also have a brand new limited edition look for the last horror film, which came out last year, 4K release. So they're giving it a, you'll see it here now on the screen, both the front and the back of it, because it's a really neat the way it's done. It's given a famous Monsters of Filmland, kind of like a Basil Gogo style look to the slipcover, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's going to be an interesting one to see as well. Mark Spears really does channel Gogo style with the artwork here, and if you don't have this one, it's definitely worth getting. I didn't pick it up last time around, and I don't know if I get it in this sale, but I kind of want this. It's really, really intriguing.
Oh God. Subscription sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step farther and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.
To the nitty-gritty part of it. The sale itself is starting on Thursday night actually. It's 12:01 a.m. EDT time. It ends at 3 a.m. the following Tuesday. And so from the 13th to the 16th. Like I showed there before, there's 10 brand new titles, 3 limited sale bundles, which we went over, 50% off the SRP for most Severin and Intervision titles. That's their kind of the shot on video one they've been doing for ages. There is 75% off certain select Severin and Intervision titles. So it'll be interesting to see which ones those are as well. Saturday only, as we know, there's the box set sale. There's brand new merch that's coming out. We've seen some of that. New alternate slipcover and merchandise for the last horror show, which I showed you the alternate slip of that one as well. 50% off most of their stickers, 30% off most of their shirts, 30% off most of their drinkware, and 25% off their enamel pins as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this sale follows through and how much we get out of this. There is so much here that intrigues me about this sale. So much that I want to look at, so much that I want to talk about, and I will be doing a live video on the sale as well, because I do think that it's worth talking about there. Now, one other thing, shipping. If you live in the U.S., then shipping is great for you because it's $100 or over. Though if you're Canadian or you're international, then free shipping is sadly no longer an option for us. It is $150, and you get the flat rate fee of $25 US dollars for shipping. And all other countries outside of Canada, you got to reach the $200 mark before you get the $25 shipping. So we've gone over all the fun stuff of what's included. We've gone over the not so fun stuff with the shipping, but what's not included. That sometimes is left out. So when you're making your list of titles that you want to get, stuff over the last 6 months wouldn't be included. So that would include the Danse Macabre Volume 3 box set, Sherlock Holmes: The Deadly Necklace, we got Sherlock Holmes: The Game of Clones Bruce Plantation box set. That won't be available. Neither will the Cemetery Man 4K or the Great Alligator 4K or Blu-ray edition. Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker 4K won't be available or the Blu-ray as well. The Kathy's Curse 4K won't be. Neither will the 4K for Devil's Honey, the Church 4K, the Church Blu-ray, the Sect 4K or Blu-ray, Hotspur, Lola, The Scavenger, Spider Labyrinth, Tudis 4K or Blu-ray edition, Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein, Blood Moon, Burial Ground 4K, Bad Biology is, it's getting sort of. But certain editions of it won't be available during the sale. Same with Psychic, Cemetery Man, and Raiders of the Living Dead, Closed Circuit, Stir, The Dead Ones, a list of others as well. but there will be a lot included, and did go over what the new stuff was going to be. But stuff over the last 6 months won't be included in the sale. So with that being said, it should be a fun, interesting time for the Severin sale, and I'm actually very much looking forward to it. So I'll see you tomorrow to check out the live video where I'll go through and I'll discuss this with Malcolm as well about the titles, the ones that interest me, the ones that interest him, and the ones that we think you can wait on for a little bit before you have to pick it up. Everybody's got their own taste, so hopefully we'll get a bunch of guys and gals in there talking about what they want to get and convince us what to get, convince us what not to get, and have a whole lot of fun. But I'll see you there. And with that being said, here's to the Severin sale. Let's do this.